the public class on diving into generative AI. So this is like a introductory class on learning what is generative AI and what are the potentials we have with generative AI. So let me share my screen first. And this course, you really don't need any kind of prior knowledge or requisite. So you can just follow this lecture and you will be able to understand. So let's get started with this one. So by the end of this course, you will be able to know about the types and the history behind the artificial intelligence. As we know that generative AI is like a subset of AI. And then we understand the uses of artificial intelligence in today's industrial landscape, and then about the capabilities of generative AI. And then we see about how we can use generative AI as a tool. And then finally, we see like how we can build an AI app using Alibaba Cloud. This lecture we will have like in three parts. We have the introduction to AI, and then with the generative AI and the LLMs, and then we have the AI technology stack. So in the introduction to AI, we will first start with the introduction. What is artificial intelligence? So to begin with, I would like to ask a question like, what is your take on artificial intelligence? What do you understand by the term artificial intelligence? You can type it in the chat box. Can you respond, please? Computers behaving as humans. Okay, that's one aspect, correct. Any other take? Aid human to do better job. Okay. Technology to mimic human intelligence. Okay, that's fine. AI is a big picture. Yeah, that's like a in-depth definition. Like AI is a big picture. There are machine learning and deep learning. That's a bigger picture. We will be learning about that as well. Okay, that's enough. So it's like we are creating the missions with the source code. So okay, then we have like some other definitions. Technology that follow human interactions by giving it orders to do stuff, help human to make better decision and to do things more efficiently. Yeah, that's fine. Like we create some systems that can decide on themselves and they can respond like the humans. That's what we call it as artificial intelligence. So in AI, we have like the three abilities: perception, reasoning, and learning. So these are the three main abilities we see in the AI framework. For every intelligent system, we have the perception. So perception is used to perceive and understand the world through various sensory inputs. And then for reasoning, we use it to analyze and process the information, make logical inferences, and draw conclusions based on available knowledge. And then for learning, we have like to acquire knowledge, skills, and behaviors from the data or from different experiences. So these are like the three different abilities we need to know. One is perception, reasoning, and then we have learning. So now we see about the three different types of AI. So artificial narrow intelligence, general intelligence, and super intelligence. So these are the three different types of AI. So now I'm going to show you like what exactly it is. Like if you think about narrow intelligence, they are some systems which are designed to do only one task. That too, it will do much better than the human. Okay, so if it is like a computer based chess game, like the robot is playing chess with you, it is more intelligent than humans in most of the cases. Very few grandmasters in chess were successful in beating that robot, but mostly it is very difficult, right? So in that case, that robot can play only chess. It doesn't know how to play other board games, or it cannot play any other sports which are available. So this is like it is used to dedicate for only one specific task. And next we have artificial general intelligence. So these are like it will do so many tasks, but it is not more than the humans. It is less than humans' ability, or maybe up to the level of humans, but it is not more than humans. But it will take knowledge from one domain and it will apply to another domain also. And this can do multiple tasks. Like examples are like humanoid robots. Like we have the Sophia robot recently, right? So those are like the artificial general intelligence. So this is the latest level of intelligence which we have. But then we are going towards a time when we have artificial super intelligence. So in this super intelligence, so these are like machines which can do multiple things and they are much better than humans. So this is like some Hollywood movies you would have seen that caption. What if the machines take over the world? So this is what will happen when we have this artificial super intelligence or ASI. Now we see about the comprehensive history of artificial intelligence. It was actually started in the year 1950s. Like in 1956, there was a Dartmouth conference where they coined the term artificial intelligence. And before that, they have like some set of ideas like neurology, cybernetics, and the information theory, which was devised by Claude Shannon. This is like most common one and most popular one also. And then we have the theory of computation, which is devised by Alan Turing. Alan Turing is seen as the father of modern computing. So he also laid the foundation for artificial intelligence. So as a whole, this was like building an electronic brain. And next, from 1956 to 74, as I mentioned, in 1956, a Dartmouth workshop is a it's a time when the term artificial intelligence was coined, and then they were used for reasoning for some research. So up to 1974, there were a lot of research funding which were flowing in, and then the funding failed or like dried up. So we were experiencing like the AI winter during the years 1974 to 1980, and also they had like some challenges like to do the AI task you need like a high capacity computing resources, and then to give like more scalability and exponential complexity. So that's the reason why we have the first AI winter. And next we had another 7 years for the rise of AI again. So that's the time when we had the machine learning algorithms developed. Like we had the research into the neural networks, and then like the support vector machine and all those algorithms were developed during this 80s. And then from 1987 to 1993, there was a second winter of AI. This is because there was like some kind of market perception that AI may not go up, but still there were powerful desktops which was developed by Apple and IBM, and that was more specialized than the AI hardware which is already available. And the funding also dried up in that case. And since 1993, AI has been taking off, and it has been growing in an exponential growth now. Now you cannot say like how long this will go. Like the requirement is so high, and then it is having like a lot of possibilities. And the future from 2011, we have like the deep learning which was developed, and then Google started developing its deep learning network to recognize the images of cats. And then we have the artificial general intelligence developed with this. Now we have like some set of thoughts on AI. So we have like three basic thoughts on AI. They are symbolic AI, connectionist AI, and evolutionary AI. In symbolic AI, they are like we feed the questions into the knowledge base, and then we get the human input for that. So based on that question and the human input, we have an inference engine which will create the output. So that's how the output or answer is obtained for symbolic AI. But in the terms of connectionist AI, it involves like the creation of artificial neuron. So if you take the natural intelligence of humans, it is because of the human brain, right? So the brain is made up of a nerve cell named as neurons. So like the natural neurons, for artificial intelligence, they started creating artificial neurons. So these neurons are connected to each other like the same way it does with the human intelligence. So that kind of connectivity is called as connectionist AI. And then we have the evolutionary AI, which uses the genetic algorithm. So here we initialize the population and then we evaluate the fitness. And then after evaluating the fitness, we see if it is working fine, then we will select the survivors. So then after selecting the survivors, we then again feed it back to evaluate the fitness. So this is like a continuous loopy process, like how the evolution of species has taken place, right? So in various time frame of the world, there were different types of organisms, right? Likewise, for that evolution, we call it as genetic uh, changes. So in AI also we have this genetic changes in terms of the data which is flowing through the cycle. That's what we call it as evolutionary AI. So the symbolic AI is also known as the rule-based AI because it uses the symbolic logic which represents the knowledge and reasoning. It uses the logical rules, formal languages, and expert systems. It is used to build human readable representations of knowledge, and also it uses logical inference to solve the problems. And then we have the connectionist AI. It is also known as the neural network AI. It draws the inspiration from structure and functioning of the human brain. So this can learn from the data through the training, like the usual machine learning algorithms, and then it can recognize the patterns and make the predictions or decisions. And then we have this evolutionary AI. So this is like based on the principles of biological evolution and the natural selections. So this genetic algorithm is otherwise called as the evolutionary algorithms. And this will employ techniques like firstly we evaluate the fitness, then after that it will do mutation, and time on a timely basis it will do some crossover, and then after doing the mutation and crossover we select the right genes. So that's what we call it as selection. So this happens iteratively and generates and evaluates a population of potential solutions. Now we see various industry applications of artificial intelligence. We can have like solutions, AI-based solutions in industries like healthcare, urban transportation, education, manufacturing, and logistics, and even in anything like even in agriculture also you can bring in AI. So you have like limitless capacities when you are working with AI. You just name the industry to address the problems. AI has a lot of solutions. Now, how we can do it? Like in healthcare, recently we had the COVID-19 pandemic, right? So during that time, to test a person with COVID, it takes a lot of time with their RT-PCR test. But in case if you take a CT image and immediately analyze, then you will be able to get a faster response. Alibaba Cloud's CT image analysis for COVID-19 was using deep learning algorithms, and it was faster, like 60 times faster than an average human in deciding whether the particular patient is affected with COVID or not. So it will help to predict the potential health risks and outcomes, and also it will improve the quality of healthcare. And next we have the AI in education. So AI in education was the necessity when we started to have like the online teaching during the COVID lockdown period. So during that time, we can tailor the needs for the individual students, and we try to solve those issues by creating personalized learning plans using the AI systems. And then we can free up the students by taking out the grading system, and then we give like personalized support for the students. So these are like kind of providing a better solution for the student community. And also we provide immersive experiences, like we use the VR, augmented reality, mixed reality, those kind of things to help the students understand the complex concepts. So for Alibaba Cloud, we have the distance learning AI solution, which can provide an end-to-end solution for online proctoring, that is to proctoring the exam, taking attendance of the students, and then to check the interactivity between the students and the teachers. And next we have AI in urban transportation. So this is used to analyze vast amounts of traffic data at the city level to ease the congestion on roadways. So this will help you with a lot of AI applications. So mainly it is used to improve the efficiency of managing the public transportation system. And then it is used to predict the congestion points and the traffic patterns. And then it is useful to provide like a alternative. Maybe if you are using Google Maps, you might be knowing, like when you try to navigate to a place using Google Maps, it will say like during the road trip, it will be able to say like this particular part of route is having a heavy traffic and there will be a traffic delay, something like that. These are all done with the urban transportation. And then latest we have the self-driving cars, and it will reduce the time spent on searching for the parking. Like if you go into a parking lot in a shopping center, it is very difficult to find a parking space, especially during the weekends, right? So AI-based systems are good enough to guide the people to find where the parking is available. And then AI is available in logistics as well. So here it will help the users to plan optimal routes for shipments, and then to automate and maximize the warehouse operations. It will help to provide visibility into supply chain, and it will anticipate the delays, analyzing the real-time data. So for Alibaba Cloud, we have intelligent warehouse solution. It will help to handle repetitive and physically intensive jobs, like moving certain goods from one place to another, and then to improve the safety and efficiency. Next, we have AI in manufacturing. So in manufacturing sector, there are some locations in the system where we can have like, it is risky for the humans to enter, right? So we use some machines to try to do that with the help of AIs. So we leverage autonomous machines to take over this kind of high risk jobs, and this will also reduce the risk of workplace accidents. And also it will help to analyze the sensor data to identify and predict the potential equipment failure also. So there is no need for the human to go into such kind of places. The robots will be able to do it. Now we are going into generative AI and LLMs. LLM stands for large language models. So we will see in detail about it. So firstly, we see about generative artificial intelligence. So this artificial intelligence, generative AI is like actually artificial intelligence. It is capable of generating various contents in the form of text, images, or videos. So even you can give like a text input and you can get the response in text. And then you can give a text input to get the output in the form of images, or you can generate a video, or like, I mean, audio with the sound. And also you can generate videos based on the text prompt. So these are the capabilities we can do with generative AI. So now we see about various advancements which has brought us to generative AI. So firstly, as I mentioned, artificial intelligence was existence in the year 1950, and then it was coined in the year 1956. And then in this big set of artificial intelligence, we have machine learning. Machine learning started developing during the 80s.
Yeah.
So machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. And then we have deep learning. Deep learning is also a subset of machine learning. And then we have the generative AI. In the last 3-4 years, we have been developing the Gen AI systems. So these are like the transformers which overcame the limits of the recurrent neural networks. So then we have the large language models, which we know as the foundation models. So we have like various unlabeled text data. Like we don't know what they are intended to. Like when you have like a massive amount of text, you don't know what to do with them, right? So these large language models are like in the level of gigabytes. Gigabytes look smaller, but for the text based content, gigabyte of text is like something huge. Like for example, you have a PDF file having uh, a novel which is your favorite. So for that book, it may weigh like few kilobytes. But in case if you want to fill the data like up to the level of 1 gigabyte, you can imagine how much of that ebook have to be loaded. Like there, you can have like even up to like some uh, tens or millions of books to get to the level of 1 gigabyte. So if you take ChatGPT training data, they use like up to 1 petabyte of data, that is 1 million gigabyte. So for that, they used 1 gigabyte text file, which has like approximately 178 million words. So the reason why we take in the ChatGPT is that it has like the petabyte level of data. And the reason why we need to see about Alibaba Cloud is that when you compare the other cloud service providers, they may be hosting some of the large language models like ChatGPT, but we have our own generative AI solution. We own this generative AI solution. Also, we host that particular Gen AI model also. So we have a Tongi Xianwen, which is used for interacting with human beings like a human. And then we have like the parameters, like for the new models, when you have like the ChatGPT 3.5, they were using 175 billion parameters, whereas in ChatGPT 4, we use 1 trillion parameters. And then how we create these large language models using generative AI, we get the unlabeled text data from websites, books, and articles. So using these contents, we create the models, the large language models, and then we get human-like responses. So when you take large language models in a nutshell, we have the user, that is you are the user, and you have to write the prompt. So writing the prompts is much important. In case if you are interested in learning how to communicate with these generative AI based solutions, you need to learn about the prompt engineering fundamentals. So you can register for the public class which is available on prompt engineering fundamentals also. Like you can go to the where you registered for the class today. There you find some schedule using the prompts. Okay, so the user will write a prompt, and the prompt will be like a sentence. Like when you input text into an LLM, the text is tokenized. So it will convert each and every word in that sentence as a token. So after it takes as a token, it will have something called as the context window. And this will be having like some set of tokens, and then it will try to move towards the right. Also, it will move towards the left. So it just keeps moving this window from left and right, and at one particular point, then it will find out a particular response. So when you input text into LLM, the text is tokenized. So the output, it will be like, this means that the text is broken down into individual words. So it will give the output like that way. And then we have like the output in like multiple forms, like for each time you will get a different response. So how will you use generative AI? So here we have a small demo. So this is the Tongyi Xianwen, which is available in China right now. So you see like how the QN model is working. So I have given the prompt and it is giving the response accordingly. So we have seen this demo, and now we have like to write a code. So here we are asking the Gen AI system to write a simple function in JavaScript. Like you can use any programming language. You want JavaScript code, it will give JavaScript code. If you want Python, it will give Python. So it will be reading a text, and in that text, if it is written as cloud, it will replace as Alibaba cloud. See, you are getting the source code in JavaScript itself. And next we have like how to write a business plan. Like I'll show you the demo as well. So here we are asking to write a business plan for a startup, Apsara Y. So for that we need to write some business plan, right? So for that we are asking this QN model to try to write it for us. So it will start generating all the content. So automatically it is generating, right? So now I'll show you the demo on how exactly it works. Like here, this is for the text summarization. So before going into the AI technology stack, I would like to walk you through that demo. Here, firstly, I will give you the prompt. I want to write a code, write Python code using pandas library to read a CSV file alibaba.csv and do a regression analysis on time series data from the pandas data frame for the column temperature. So I asked to write a Python code. So firstly it will give the explanation, and then it will say like what are the libraries you need to install, and it will show like what commands you need to give to install. Now it is importing the pandas library and everything. And I have given the file name as alibaba.csv, so it has automatically loaded with that particular file. So it will write the code based on that. So you don't really need to write any source code for your requirements. You can just generate using this kind of Tongi Xianwen, and you can start developing it. So then after writing the code, it will say like an explanation about the code. Now I want to uh, write a business proposal. A business proposal to start a small cafe in the heart of Singapore along Orchard Road. Limit the contents in 500 words. So you can specify how many words you need to follow. So it will show the content in 500 words. So this is like a business proposal. And also it has given a name, Bloom and Beans. It's just generated name. So like this you can generate the content. So this one we have seen, and next we will go to the slide. So here we will see about the AI technology stack. So in this AI technology stack, we have various layers like infrastructure layer, technology layer, and application layer. So in the infrastructure layer, we see about the hardware devices. The hardware devices, it's like the computing devices which we use, like the CPU, the memory, that is the RAM, or the GPU, and other extra accessories which you need. And then we have the software platforms, like that is the system which runs these hardware drivers. And then we have various data services also. And on top of that, we have the technology layer. So the technology layer will have like the necessary libraries, frameworks. Frameworks means like whether you want the PyTorch or TensorFlow or Cafe, whichever you want, you can install in there, or it will be loaded already. And then we have like a predefined algorithms which you need to use. And then on top of everything, we have the application layer where we use the app platform, which will be connected through an API. And here we have like various usage scenarios also. And then we use them in like multiple fields. So the infrastructure layer, they are like the hardware devices, as I mentioned. They consist of the general purpose CPUs, GPUs, programmable ICs like FPGAs, and then application specific ICs like the ASICs. And then we have the sensors which will help you to perceive the environment and serves as a primary data source. And then in the infrastructure layer, we use it for cloud computing, which will help you to abstract the hardware resources and schedules them for the use. And also it will provide the resource infrastructure for AI applications. And big data platforms will provide data management processing and analytic capabilities required for the artificial intelligence. And then we have the technology, the data services, like they are like the various data which we use to train the AI models. So this data can be obtained from various public sources also, like the government portals are available, and some common data portals like Kaggle and so many others are available. Like some are available in Mendeley also, and they are used to train powerful models like LLMs. And then for the industry or vertical data, we typically use the proprietary data within the company, and they are used to enhance the results in line with the actual use cases. And then we have the technology layer. So this will bridge the infrastructure and the application layer. So in the framework, we have like various deep learning frameworks like TensorFlow, PyTorch, Cafe, or Keras. So these are all by default available. And then algorithms, there are some algorithms related to machine learning as well as deep learning. And then for the supporting technologies, these frameworks and algorithms are used for problems related to natural language processing, computer vision, that is the image based systems, and then for the knowledge graphs. And finally, we have the application layers. So here we have like various applications and the scenarios with which we are using with. So in the applications and platforms, we have the natural language processing platform, that is for the text, intelligent vision, and also for interactive voice. And these are used for multiple scenarios like intelligent manufacturing, AI powered education, and intelligent healthcare. And then in the fields, we have autonomous vehicles, virtual assistant, and smart robotics. So here we have the generative AI that will play a big part in tomorrow's industrial landscape. So this is all about the generative AI. Now I'm going to shift towards the demo I'm going to show. So already I shown you the demo on how to use the Tongi Xianwen. Now I am going to show you a demo on the Tongi Wangxiang product from Alibaba Cloud. So after that we will go into the platform for AI, and then we will have like some other demo also. So here I have the Tongi Wangxiang. Let me open that. Okay. Let me share it. So this is like a Tongi Wangxiang interface where you can create like multiple images. You can change the background also. Like for example, here I have taken uh, Lionel Messi. So I want to take a picture of him, and then I will change it with my face. Okay. So that's something funny you can see. I'm not Messi. I don't even play much with soccer, but still I'm trying to do this. Let me choose one picture. Okay, I will choose this picture, and then I save this image. S- And then I save this picture. Already done. So here I will upload this picture. So for example, if you want to create like some image edited way, then you can use this particular tool. So I just choose Messi picture, open it. Okay. And then the picture which I want to change, I go to the mail model over here, and then I click on to add a new picture. I go to downloads, and then I choose my picture. Open. Yeah, now I have added this. Okay. and then I click onto this. So here I have to lock which of the places I should not touch anything. So lock this, lock this, lock the shirt, lock this one, and then lock this, lock these, lock, 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 and lock. The football also we want to lock it. So the remaining, we have this face, and then I take this background also. So only the face is not taken. The remaining are all locked. Now I click onto this. So I capture this. Okay, now I want to generate it. So there is someone has written like you really want to use function but you don't have a Chinese number. Actually right now it is available in China, but very soon we are going to have in the international market, but this one is just to show how we have the potential. Now I have added my picture. Am I smiling good enough? Like Messi? But don't mistake me if you are a big fan of Messi, okay? It's quite funny that I have my picture edited and the remaining part of my body is belong to Messi. So then, yeah, this is how you can do it. Even you can change the background also. Like for the background, I just use the same thing, and then I choose the background, and then I choose this one. I will choose, let's play in a beach. Okay, the reason is because we locked the background. That's why it's not able to change the background. So I will re-upload the picture. I will have to remove this one and re-upload the picture from the desktop. I choose this, open. So then I click on it. So I don't touch anything in the background. I choose the other ones. Okay. 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 So the ball is okay, we need it. And then I click on OK. Now we are trying to add my face and then I add the background as well. See, it has brought the background also. Now if you see, we have the background as the beach which we selected, and then the ball, and it looks natural, like it even rendered the shadow on the beach sand. And then you can see here, these are like different types of picture it has generated. These are like editing the images intelligently. And then we have another app also, like we can even generate pictures based on the prompts. So that also available with this function. So I go to this. So here I give a prompt like um, a boy playing soccer on beach wearing jersey of Argentina. He is followed by another boy wearing the jersey of Brazil. So now I'm trying to generate a picture based on that. Oh, I made a mistake in the spelling, so that has to be correct. Believe that I will get a right response for this, so I will have to regenerate with this new edit. Somehow it is bringing in. Yeah, definitely. It's like a Bing Creator AI. This is Alibaba Cloud's product. So here you see one boy is wearing Brazil and another boy is wearing Argentina jersey. So you can even generate like with watercolor also. You just choose like which filter you want and then you click on generate. It will show like a watercolor way. Yeah, so now we are getting like a watercolor, and then we have like this oil painting kind of thing. Or if you want to have like a realistic one, I just click on realistic. Then I remove the watercolor or realistic oil painting. I will generate it. So I have like n number of possibilities over here. So you can edit the images, you can generate the pictures, and for the pictures which you generate using the generative AI, at the moment there is no copyright can be owned by anyone. Like you own the copyright of the picture which you generate. Because in case if you want to create some content with some pictures and if it should not have any copyright violation, then you can go for generating pictures like this. Like for example, if you want to have a picture like this and you don't want to have any copyright violation, you can just generate and use it. Nobody is going to bother you. It's like very easy for you to work on it. So then I see one question. Okay, can you show me a demo for comparing two or more documents? For example, for procurement, there is one reference document and several bid documents from the vendor. Can your AI make a table to show what is the difference in that documents? Okay, so that one which we see here, like Taufan has asked one question. We have one document and then we have like to compare the bid documents. You can do it like for example, let's say we have Alibaba product and then I go to the documentation and then I choose ECS. So I go to Elastic Compute Service. So I just copy this link and go to the read the contents about elastic compute service available in links from
Lihat tuh, Mas Haji
this
oh dia
page
bisa cari tuh.
and
Kamu
compare
bisa cari tuh.
with EC2 of AWS
Mas Haji kok
and the
kalau
virtual
mau cari di luar tuh
machine of Azure. So this is
main-main
not
deh. Atau main Mobile Legend.
my
Saya mainnya. Mata tadi dia mati berape
content.
ha.
It is generated by AI, so I don't want the
Tak mah.
responsibility.
Main lalu main Mobile Legend lagi. Mobile
So
Legend.
I will take
Ini cari lo.
the results. From where it can show the output in the form of table. So that one you have to refine the prompt actually. So here I have written the compare it. Okay, so for that I have to write like the same thing. List the comparison in the form of table. Then you should be able to get it. So this is completed already. So now I will give the new prompt. See? You are able to generate the table. Tafan, is this what you expected? Okay. So you can generate text, images, and something like that. Or even I will show the coding also, like in comparison, you can see like write source code in Python, JavaScript, and C sharp to find whether the given number is prime or not. Show in table. So I have given that prompt. So let's wait for this one to complete. And then I have given the next prompt. So that one you cannot load the code segment in table, so it is not showing like this, but it is trying to list it in a table. Like we have the language Python, and then the source code we have this. For the JavaScript you have this, and then C sharp. And even you have the capacity to copy the code also. Like you just click onto this, you will be able to copy the code. So I just copy this code, explain the code below, and mention the language it is written. and then I enter. Oh, okay, I copy this. Mention like code above. See, it is written like in C sharp. So the explanation is like it is a C sharp program which will check whether the given number is prime number or not. So like this, you can generate various types of text, images, and so many other kind of things you can make it. So you just need to give like the right information on how you can communicate with that. So if you want to effectively learn that, we are offering another public class that is the prompt engineering fundamentals. So if you want to go to see register, I would like to give you that. I think I have it. Go to edu.alibabacloud.com. So yeah, and then you have like this training. So in this training, you have this free online live classroom. So you can find the schedule. Like for example, you have it on the 20th. So if you want to register for this class, you can use this link. So this class you will be able to learn how to write this prompt effectively. So you will be I will be sharing that link over here. So you can register for this class and you can come on the 20th of May for taking this public class on prompt engineering fundamentals. So that's about it. And now we have completed the class. So if you have any questions, please post your questions in the chat box. I request all of you to please fill out one survey form for this class. I will share it in the chat box as well. So this is the survey. So please take this survey. And then for prompt engineering class,
Belum.
I will share the link now. So take this prompt engineering class if you require to learn on how to create prompts for various systems, then you can register for that class. And if you have any questions, please post it in the chat box. Otherwise, please take the survey. So I have given the survey link as well. So the survey link is over here again. So please take the survey. So if you have any questions, I am ready to take some questions from you. And in fact, we have some public classes where you can learn on how to deploy the ECS instances with a stable diffusion web UI, where you can have your dedicated image generation software which you can generate with the ECS instances itself. ECS instances, it will cost like for pay as you go, it will cost like around $1 or $2 per hour based on your usage. If you don't use it, if you stop it, it will not charge you. So you can use it for an efficient way. So for learning that, we have another public class. From the link which I gave you, you can register for those classes also. So you can go to edu.alibabacloud.com. There you can take those classes. So those who have done with the survey, you can leave. You're most
You're most
welcome, Denny.
welcome, Denny.
Do you have any
Do you have any
questions?
questions?
If you don't have any
If you don't have
questions,
any
I think we
questions, I think
can
we can
close the
close
session.
the session.
So, on
So,
behalf
on
of
behalf
Alibaba
of
Cloud
Alibaba Cloud
Academy, I would
Academy, I
like
would like
to
to
thank all of
thank
you
all
for
of you
joining
for
this
joining this
public class.
public class.
I hope
I hope
something you
something
learned
you learned
from
from
about
about
generative AI,
generative AI,
and we will
and
have
we will
more
have
public
more public
classes coming
classes
up.
coming up.
So,
So, I
I would
would
encourage you
encourage you
to
to
join them
join
as
them
well.
as well.
Thank you all.
Thank
See
you
you
all.
again
See
in
you
another
again in
public
another
class.
public class.